to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get
open runway ahead. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
From the gun to give, looking for room. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for his man in the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Gators hit it quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They want to get this defense on its heels. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away to find some room. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job.
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And they got him for the sack. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line, it's Daniels. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Gators are rolling down the field.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Line getting set on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Georgia going up tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They believe they can run right here. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! There is little the dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly that they were very talented back in the day when I played. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against. Richards.
Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia 49, Florida 28.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. At the 20, he's got space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left. left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to North Texas.
Looking for a deep man. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Gators. Getting aggressive here and going for two. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Dances away from the heat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. With the catch, it's Daniels. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch.
He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They'll line up to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They're bringing heat. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Running back searching for a hole. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They go to the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fair catch called for and made. after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Still looking. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they fight them to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little